You and I were much younger mayors. You're quiet, earnest leader leading your city, talking about sewers and other things. And I just think about the journey you've been on for the past 7 years. Can you talk a little bit about what you've learned about American politics, about leadership, as you've stepped into all these different roles, and our country has gone through some dramatic tests during that time as well?
So much has changed, but really all of the experiences since then, running for president, serving in the cabinet, becoming a private citizen as I am now and kind of enjoying that. But through all of that, I find that I'm constantly returning to the mentality of a mayor, a young mayor in a Midwestern city that was struggling to find its future. And I think a lot of the lessons from those two terms really are at the heart of how I try to practice politics now. I think even now with these enormous, sometimes cosmic things happening to our society, to our politics, to our government, to our country, some of the attention to the very basics of life and the focus on the everyday that I think is required of anybody trying to do a good job in local government are even more deserving of being our North Star at a moment like this. I see so many things that have gone wrong in our country because people don't feel like they're getting results on a day-to-day basis. And they are even open to leaders who've done things that I consider to be disqualifying because they're willing to try anything that might lead to better results. And so I think the experience of a mayor, in my city, had a lot to do with modernizing basic services, had a lot to do with making sure that just simple things like sewer and trash pickup were on track, but also had to do with a story about what kind of city we were. And I think about that right now as, national Republicans are offering a story that I think is a pretty frightening one because it's about exclusion. But in order to compete, we need to have a different story. Back in South Bend, it was not make South Bend great again. It was look to the future and make that future work for us. And I think we have a chance to do something similarly at a national level. And the sooner we can reframe our thinking that way, the better off we're going to be.